page 36, third module. I will start again from the second paragraph. In ancient Scandinavia, the number 13th was believed to be unlucky due to mythological legend of the 12 demigods being joined by an evil 13th demigod who brought misfortune upon man. Even today, if the 13th day of the month happens to be a Friday, it is regarded by many as an unfortunate day. It is amusing to know that in the Savoy Hotel in London, a stuffed black cat is placed on the table to act as the 14th person if there are only 13 guests. Okay, so now this paragraph deals with the number 13. So here, how this superstition of 13 being an unlucky number is explained, that some mythological story is connected, that there were 12 demigods. Who demigods means nothing but humans or minor gods that happen to be god and partly god and partly human. And so these 12 demigods were then joined by a evil 13th one. So that means when the 13th one who happened to be evil, means whatever you set out on would end up being not done or not performed, or something would go wrong with it. So that was how the number 13th came to be known as being unlucky. So here it says, he also goes on to say that if the 13th of a month happens to come on a Friday, then it is regarded as an unlucky day or an unfortunate day. Then he also goes on to say that there is a star hotel in London by the name of Savoy Hotel, and they follow this practice that if there are 13 guests seated at a table, they place a stuffed black cat, assuming that cat to be the 14th person in the seated at the table. So now here saying this number 13 is even now also is practiced by many. If you notice, most of the star hotels and all, a 5-star 7 stars hotel and all, they leave their 13th floor blank. There it is, not as normal other floors. They just leave it, it will not have any rooms or anything like that. It is just left blank, or they may use it as a parking lot, or they may use it as a storage area and all. And then the 13th number is skipped, and then automatically they go to the 14th number. So this is practiced worldwide, and it still continues to be practiced. Okay, then next paragraph. Keeping one's finger crossed is probably the most widely used superstition these days. It is used as a safeguard to prevent evil spirits from destroying one's chances of good fortune. Now this also practice, maybe you also may be following it knowingly or unknowingly, because sometimes when the teacher questions you, or you are hauled up for something, and you're going to be questioned for some naughty things that you have done, automatically you cross your fingers and you start praying, I hope I don't get caught, or something that way. So that is what is said here about keeping one's finger crossed. Before that, children, I missed out one paragraph. I'll explain that paragraph also. During the Great Plague of Europe in 1665, the Pope passed a law requiring people to bless the person who sneezed because it was a sign that they would die soon. In today's world, it has become customary to bless a person when they sneeze. It is a habit that is acquired by watching others, and most people do not even think of a reason behind the custom. So, here it says that this was, in the year 1665, uh, the plague, this disease was on, and many people were dying because of it. So the Pope, that means the religious leaders of the Christian, uh, he had passed a law that if anybody would sneeze, you are required to bless the person who sneezed, because it was a sign that that person would die very soon. So for him to have a peaceful death, like you are blessed by somebody, knowing or unknown, known or unknown. So this, because that was a in during that time, it was a reason, there was a reason that was given as to why you have to bless that person who sneezed in public. But and that got carried over generations to generations, and even now also, if anybody happens to just sneeze in public, somebody out of the blue say God bless you. So that is even followed now. Now moving on to the last paragraph, of page 36. Knocking on the wood thrice for good luck is a superstition that traces its origin back to a time before the advent of Christianity. It was believed that good spirits lived in trees, and that by knocking on anything made of wood, one would call upon these spirits for protection against misfortune. So here it says that some superstition that was followed way long before Christianity had come into being followed by the people. So he says that if you knock on anything wooden, it was considered as a sign of good luck, because they believed that good spirits lived in the trees, and so that by knocking on anything that was made out of wood, you are calling upon those good spirits to be with you and to bring good luck. So now also here, you also, or you must have seen, observed people, they follow a superstition, that when they talk that I was able to do this, I was able to do that, because good luck is on my side. And then suddenly you will hear them touch wood, they'll say, because for them, that if you touch wood, it is a sign that you feel that if by touching wood, you are not inviting anything harmful happening to you. Okay, so that is another superstition that even it's followed even now, or even now it is practiced by some people. Every culture has its own set of superstitions. Though they are beliefs that are not rational, many people still adhere to them wholeheartedly. Perhaps it is the mystery that they find attractive, because it enables them to take part in the world of make believe. So here he says that even the narrator goes down to say that every culture, or certain sections of society, they follow this superstitions. And though in spite of giving genuine scientific backed explanation, or genuine explanation, and some are just followed what you say blindly, and then it still continues to be a mystery. And in some, for some, it is a little what do you say adventurous, or they find it attractive to follow it. And it enables them to take part in the world of make believe. They say that certain blind practices that are followed are, they continue to follow. And they says that, whether there is a scientific rational explanation or scientific explanation, they are not bothered, because uh, they feel that, if once believe, once they believe or they follow a particular superstition, and they just follow it blindly. So according to them, it is, belief is beyond science. Whether you have a rational explanation for it or a genuine scientific backing for it, they feel that certain superstitions are, beliefs that are beyond all these explanations and justifications. So with this, I come to the end of this lesson, and coming to the end of module number 3 of superstitions. So after this, likewise, at the end of every module, you will be receiving the notes. So first you will write the vocabulary, then you will write the question answers and the reference to context of this lesson into your notebook. And the frame sentences of certain words will be discussed in the Google Meet, and that can be noted down in your notebook. Thank you, children.